This is Wrestling Chowder, and here's your host, Scott Holladay.
Yes, welcome. You are watching Plus 2 Wrestling. I am Scott Holladay, and this is Wrestle Chowder. Or Wrestling Chowder. I watched some of the previous episodes, and apparently I go back and forth between calling this Wrestling Chowder and Wrestle Chowder. I should learn the name of my own show. But if this is the first time you are here, this is where I take a month's worth of professional wrestling, boil it down to just its best bits, and serve it in a bowl for you to enjoy. And this is the month of June 2025. And we are going to start out by request. This was requested by Castillo Gravera, who wanted to know my thoughts on Worlds Collide when the stars of NXT battled the stars of AAA. I was not able to watch this one live, but the entire replay of it is available on WWE's YouTube, which means it is unwatchable. I tried to watch this, and it is a full 20 minutes from the start of the show to the first bell of the first match ringing, which means I had to sit through like 40 Bones Coffee commercial before I could even watch some wrestling. Am I the only one that's haunted by this woman? It's just like I tried to watch this, and every 2 minutes this woman jumped on screen to tell me that something monstrously merry was coming to town and that I had weak beans. I don't know, I get that ad a whole lot. In any case, here's a clip from the new brightest star in NXT and AAA. Here's a clip of Mr. Iguana battling Lince Dorado. I cannot stress this enough. I cannot show WWE footage in this show. It'll be taken off of YouTube. But that's not going to stop me from talking about the WWE, because I have a bone to pick with World Wrestling Entertainment, and not Bones Coffee. As annoyed as I am that I get Bones Coffee's commercials every time I watch YouTube, WWE has gone too far with their advertisements, as they are trying to integrate advertisements into their actual product. We saw the Money in the Bank briefcase, sponsored by Cash App, because money and cash go together. We now saw the Slim Jim table, because bodies snap the same way you snap into a Slim Jim. And at Money in the Bank, we saw the Fireball ladder, because just like adding a ladder to a wrestling match, Fireball, something bad is about to happen. To make matters worse, I'm now seeing this trend in the indies. I take you now to Indiana for KOBK's Wallen Jennings. Can you spot the advertisement in this match between Brian Isom and Anakin Murphy?
We got some parking lot beers, and now we got some parking lot punches.
Amen and amen. Little punch for Anakin.
Anakin felt it. Now big clubbing shot across the back from Ison. Known for the strikes. Great technical side as well. Anakin don't care, and that is...
Did you see it? There's a full-on walking, talking, alive can of natural light at that show. And to be honest, that is the perfect embodiment, that expression there, of what it's like to drink natural light. Natural light. It's fine. I take you now to GCW's Tournament of Survival. Here we see Beastman make his way to the ring.
Three-way match.
Oh God, watch yourself.
Beastman.
Oh no, not those chairs.
No, those are venue chairs.
Normally in Tournament of Survival, you at least survive the entrance, but Beastman showing that anything can happen in GCW. Let's also talk about the distance he got on that chair, hitting the most hardcore referee in the business, Adam Gaunt, in the leg, and he didn't even react, which is entirely unprofessional. You are a referee that got hit by a chair thrown by a wrestler. You should be dead. If that happened to Charles Robinson would have the professionalism to fly into outer space. If you hit Bryce Remsburg with a chair, he would have the decency to explode into a million pieces. Adam, where's the reaction? Where's the sell? Because now audience members are going to think if they're hit by a weapon thrown by a wrestler, that it's not going to hurt.
Oh no.
Oh, and Koger put the stop to that. But Beastman, he's still climbing. But he caught the chair.
Oh!
See? That's on you, Adam. If you want to see more GCW, you can watch it on Triller TV+. Let's head on over now to IWTV and watch some SOS Wrestling. At their event Time Bandits, Matt Brannigan got truly locked up with the Butler.
Big beefy man now locking up in the middle of the ring. Brannigan, the Butler, but it looks like Brannigan gets the advantage. Or does he turn the tide? Oh, jockeying for position. Both the Butler and Matt Brannigan taking a tour of the ring. And
Pretty evenly matched at this point in the contest here.
dizzy just from watching it.
It's the alcohol.
And the sex appeal. Wait a minute. I think they're in a stalemate.
Xander Gale could not break them up.
They're in a stalemate. Xandra Gale.
She downed the whole thing.
Xandra Gale's getting so. Oh, no.
Oh.
And Xandra Gale is island wasted.
See, that's how a referee sells. A referee should be able to be knocked out by a gust of wind. Or in the case of Sandra Gale here, a bay breeze. We're going to need a new referee out here. Is anyone in the back?
Oh my God. Senior referee, Jason Voorhees.
That's right. Time Bandits took place on Friday the 13th, which means Jason Voorhees, horror's #1 mama's boy, donned the stripes and arrived on the island. I guess this is why the entity can never find Jason and bring him to Dead by Daylight. Let's see how Jason Voorhees does as a referee.
And Voorhees!
Thank goodness.
The only one with the strength to break apart those two behemoths. Sandra Gale's drunk in the back.
Brannigan can't believe what he's seeing here.
Brannigan goes back to his cup of tricks.
Oh.
A little piece off.
Oof. Do you have any idea how out of touch you have to be to ask Jason Voorhees to drown his sorrows? Not the best strategy. But if you want to check out SOS Wrestling, you can check them out on IWTV. Also, by the way, I changed my shirt because the gray one I was wearing was affecting the green screen. Oh, also I got a haircut, so that's why there's that continuity error there. Also, it's 6 weeks later because my life got super chaotic and I couldn't film any of Wrestle Chowder for 6 weeks. So, surprise, this is now June and July's Wrestle Chowder. And also, it's time to play our favorite game. It's time to play Name That Move. On Triller TV Plus, we have Insane Championship Wrestling's event, Pour One Ut. Pour One Ot. Pour Wind Ut. It's Pour One Out, but they spelled it crazy because apparently Insane Championship Wrestling doesn't want you to be able to Google their events. But at Pour One Out, we saw Jack Ripley battle Austin Brooks and commentary team Billy Kirkwood, Rudo, and Simon Cassidy could not come up with the name of this move.
The fuck out.
Oh my God, don't need to take a bite out of that, sir. You'll get every STD going. Although by the looks of him, being from Glasgow, will probably help him stave off the scurvy.
Austin Brooks now big knee into the spine of Jack Ripley trying.
Cider is not one of your 5 a day. Oh!
I'm not entirely sure how to commentate what just happened.
Well, he was definitely using the knee, putting the pressure down.
First off, I want to say that that is definitely a disqualification because cucumbers are not native to Scotland. So it is definitely a foreign object. That's not a joke. That's just a fun fact. So you can leave Wrestle Chowder at least learning something. When it comes to coming up with a name for that move, I'm thinking maybe the cucumbersome knee, or perhaps in a pickle, or maybe the Undertaker's worst nightmare. The Undertaker's afraid of cucumbers. Did you know that? That's important context for that joke. Next, we have... What do we have next? Let me check the script. Hold on. Yes, okay, next we are heading to UKPW's Get Decked Break Stuff 2, the long-awaited sequel to Limp Bizkit's best song. Don't come at me with Rollin', and I didn't do anything for the Nookie. Let's go to the main event Break Stuff 4-way match where this happens.
He's just... Oh, boot to the midsection.
A plunge out.
Oh, this sucks for Toreno.
Toreno has been turned into a unicorn, and Ashmore could not look prouder.
The girthy Rhino's got a horn.
Oh, jumping knee strike.
Ashmore might want to be careful. He's just given the girthy Rhino a horn.
Yes, Jack Trento became a unicorn briefly until Ashmore was able to catch him with the knee. And since Ashmore was able to catch a unicorn with a knee, that can only mean that Ashmore is a virgin. That's just unicorn lore. Don't get mad at me. If you want to check out this entire Break Stuff match, you can watch it right now on YouTube. We move now to Rad Pro Wrestling, where we see the entrance made by Volk Milica, who is not Dominic Dijak. I know it looks a lot like him, but remember, this happened in 1994. Let's take a look.
Oh, he's in a mood.
Wait a minute. What are those?
Hold on a second.
Oh, wait a minute.
American-style sunglasses.
A wise man once said,
An American-style beverage in hand.
that if I can change, and he can change, he's drinking a Mountain Dew. Whoa!
Oh my God. He poured Mountain Dew all over his face. Volk, it's a feast for your mouth, not a feast for your eyes. Sheesh. Anyway, yes, it was the power of not Rocky, but the Rocky Mountains of Mountain Dew that was able to turn Volk into an American. But remember, this took place in 1994. This isn't your regular do the do advertising. Which, by the way, I'm getting real sick of the fact that there was Mountain Dew product placement even back in wrestling in 1994. Just the product placement's getting insane. Because the commercials for Mountain Dew were absolutely bonkers back in 1994. Take a look at this. Yeah, back in 1994, you didn't even have to drink Mountain Dew to get overstimulated by it. Also, what kind of tagline is "Get Vertical" for a drink that actively kills your sperm? In any case, if you want more rad pro wrestling, be sure to check them out on IWTV. That is also where you can check out unsanctioned attractions knuckin' if you're buckin', because apparently nobody wants to use spell check this month. There you can see a Rainbow Rodeo 5-way match where Anakin Murphy, who somehow got on this show twice this month, battled Matt Locke. Let's take a look.
That's.
I mean, hold on. We don't have to use that. I know a guy. We can make some money with this, but we ain't gotta.
I mean, very true, very true. I mean, we could be even watching Uncanny on that screen.
Live on IWTV. Thank you for joining us, fans.
Here we go. No, we stopped short.
Look, going through the television.
I mean, that's the best 3D action that anybody can have at home.
Yes, Anakin Murphy just did the impossible. Get young people excited to see Matlock on TV. Ask your parents. You can check out the full show on IWTV. You can also check out this show where Bobby Orlando battled Kirby Wackerman at Blitzkrieg Pros after the party. Let's take a look.
Kirby Wackerman now. This laced on it. Oh, this I don't like.
Shout out Dr. Redacted, man. He couldn't be here, but Bobby Orlando's channeling you.
Certainly here in spirit with Bobby Orlando.
Kirby move, Kirby move, Kirby move, Kirby move, Kirby move.
That was a chip straight to the chest at Bobby Orlando.
Big White Lion guy, that Bobby.
Yeah, big shout out to our partnership with White Lion Brewing Company.
This is getting ridiculous now. A sponsored chop? Like, nothing against White Lion Brewing, but what are we doing that now moves are being sponsored? Like, should I just sell out? Is that what this is? Will I be more successful in wrestling if I'm just like, the following segment of Wrestle Chowder is brought to you by Bones Coffee. Personally, I'm a big fan of the Electric Unicorn, which tastes like fruity cereal. They also have sponsored flavors, like SpongeBob SquarePants Bikini Bottom Brew, which is a pineapple upset. What am I doing? How does Bones Coffee keep getting their hands on this show? We have to move on. Let's head now to Cosplay Pro Wrestling when they invaded the Too Many Games Expo. There we saw Sans cash in the Smash Ball in the Bank briefcase to become the anime champion? I mean, I'm a big fan of Undertale, but I'm pretty sure there's not an Undertale anime. Let's take a look at what happened after he became champion.
What on earth were you thinking? That wasn't the plan!
Yes, it was me as the devious Giovanni of Team Rocket who became your anime champion at Too Many Games. And this is a surprise edition of Scott on Scott. After my brilliant scheme of capturing the anime championship, I was forced the very next night to put that title on the line against CM Pikachu. But not in a normal match, no. This was a Lavender Town death match. Let's take a look at how that went. You know, in the games, they never really show you what it looks like when Pikachu uses Tail Whip. Let's just say it's very effective. If you want to see the entire match where I battle CM Pikachu inside that cage, check out the Cosplay Pro Wrestling YouTube page. It should be there soon. Staying on YouTube, let's head on over to SWO. There we have Stan Styles battling Greg Excellent.
Turn. Oh, no! That's what's giving sticky your nose where it doesn't belong. Guys, that's the officials. You can't do this to the official. Oh, no! Mikey Austin gets some back.
Guys, I really hate to harp on this. This is not a strong enough referee sell. That referee is having a submission hold applied to him by two different wrestlers. He should black out from the pain. Because now fans are going to see this and they might be screwing around like, oh, we both have nipples, let's give it a try. I don't know, maybe it'll feel good. If you want to check out SWO, be sure to check them out on YouTube. Also on YouTube, you can check out IRWG from Mexico, and they featured a new roaring upstart. It's the debut of Wisin El Perro. And if you speak Spanish, yeah, it's exactly what you think.
Sobre el otro costado, acá viene la pasada en todo lo alto, no, el super impacto del orejón, Wisin va lo más alto, venga, ya lo ganamos, es el momento más importante, mortal hacia atrás, cuenten uno, cuenten dos, cuenten tres, se acabó!
And with that, it's time for a new segment. It's time for a pun countout. And this guy's really showing off. Whatever happened to a collie and elbow tie-up? Yeah, but he's got to show off because he's a luchador retriever. He's really hot dogging it out there. A real cocky spaniel, if you ask me. But I will admit he has quite the wrestling pedigree. That one's layered, if you think about it. All those chantings of "We want puppies" finally paid off. He hit him with the over-the-moondog salt. That's for the old-timers. That's not his only high-flying maneuver. He also does this. Yeah! A corgi screw moonsault to the outside. Chihuahua on that for a while. And finally, who's a good young boy? Who's a good young boy? Letterman. If you want to check out more of this action, be sure to check out IWRG on YouTube. And that brings us to the main event moment of the month. Our main event moment of the month comes to us all the way from France. We head to Catch as Catch Can for their event, SOS. That terrible French that I attempted to speak translates to water show. This was a wrestling event where they took a ring, put inner tubes and other flotational devices underneath it, and let it set sail on a body of water for a wrestling show. On top of that, they actually had an over-the-top rope battle royal that needs to be seen to be believed. You gotta see this.
Hello, +2 wrestling fans. Enjoying the video? Well, do you want to know what's really scary? More monstrously monstrous, deathier than death itself? Bad beans, like the ones served to you in Wrestling Chowder. Or is it Wrestle Chowder? Why don't you know the name of your own show? Well, Thank the Dark Lord that I'm here with Bones Coffee, because I am inescapable. Every time you watch a YouTube video, I will be the monstrously merry thing that comes to town. I will be seeing you, Scott.
Why is this happening to me? I had a great joke about how the greenies look like they're wet behind the ears, but that's not gonna work now. The timing's all messed up. Dang you, Bones Coffee. And thank you so much for watching this edition of Wrestle Chowder. Special thanks goes out to Shelly Snyder for portraying our Bones Coffee lady. If you want to see Shelly Snyder, check her out on Bridge Command, a live show taking place in London. You can get your tickets right now, bridgecommand.space. Also, just for the record, this episode of Wrestle Chowder was not sponsored by Bones Coffee. It could be. If Bones Coffee wants to play ball, I'm more than willing. I'm actually a big fan of their product, so please send me money. But if you want to support the show, you can do that by leaving a comment down below about what you like. Give me a big thumbs up down there and subscribe right here to Plus2 Wrestling so you get a notification next time I upload. September's almost here. We'll be back to normal soon. Thank you so much for bearing with us, and I hope you have a great day.